What's up, guys? Clay and Coco with eKnives.com. We are here to show you a few blade styles that we currently carry and offer, and just to kind of give you an overview of all the different blade styles that are out there, because there are a lot.
Let's talk about blades, baby.
Oh dear. It's going to be that kind of video.
I sing things.
Cue the music.
Blade style.
All right, baby, talk about blades.
There's a lot of them.
There is a lot. We probably should start with, I would say,
You
the most...
pretty much find these anywhere.
Every company does them. It's called a drop point. This is a Benchmade Bugout, their most popular folding knife. Drop point blade. It's got a very curved, convex belly, slightly curved on the back, strong tip. You feel the curved belly?
The curved
Might need to start over. But this is a very traditional, very old school blade. It's been around for a while. Also, some of these blades are very similar to each other. They're just a little bit different, modified, and whatever company did them in their own way. For the most part, this is a drop point blade because of the curve on the belly of the blade.
And also, there's not a best blade. Like, blade style is preference. It's all relative. It's whatever you prefer. Yeah, everything kind of has its use.
Every company has their version of all of these. Yeah. So we'll call them
very modified.
Yeah, we'll call them a certain blade style, but they might look just a little bit different depending on the company that does them.
All right,
drop point is first. Next, we're gonna call this two different ones. This is a Hinder XM18 clip point blade because it curves to a point. Very good for piercing. The tip of the blade is not gonna be as strong as the tip of a drop point. Kind of an aggressive look to it. Clip point and Bowie blade, Bowie or Bowie, however you want to say it, made famous by Jim Bowie, is very similar to this. So a clip point actually doesn't have this much curve to it typically, but they're both very similar in style and look. So if you see both blades together, like a fixed blade, like a Rambo style knife, they're very similar to this. So this is kind of a clip point. Hinder calls this a Bowie blade, but it's also kind of a clip point because it's got that same kind of sharp tip at the end. So we're gonna go with 2-in-1 on this. Instead of picking another one, we'll just choose this one, but this is kind of a clip point and Bowie blade or Bowie blade into one.
And as someone who's listed a lot of knives on website, every company
has their version.
Yeah, for sure.
Next, I've got another Hinder here because they call this a sheep's foot. Sheep's foot and Wharncliffe are going to be very similar. They both have this kind of blunt tip at the end. A sheep's foot will have a curved belly on the blade. A Wharncliffe will have a straight edge. You're going to see a lot of companies do this differently and in different variations. They'll have this kind of curved blunt tip at the end and then a straight edge, or they'll have a curved blunt tip and it'll curve a little. The sheep's foot has a shorter blunt tip than the Wharncliffe. And then a sheep's foot typically has some curve to it, but you're going to see a lot of variations. But that's sheep's foot and Wharncliffe.
Wharncliffe has straight edge. Yeah.
Very strong blades. With a clip point, you're not going to do any prying with this because you're going to break the tip off. Drop point, sheep's foot, well, probably not sheep's foot, but maybe Wharncliffe. Not so bad as far as tip strength.
Yeah, you can pry probably a little better. The point's not going to be as sharp, correct? So like a little thicker on the end?
A little bit thicker blade stock. Yeah, a little bit thicker on the end. If you try to pry anything with this clip point or Bowie, you're going to break the tip off. Don't want to do that. Next, because we have a Wharncliffe, I wanted to show you the reverse Tanto. Similar to a Wharncliffe, got a little bit of a curve to it. The reverse Tanto is not something that a lot of companies do, but like Protech does it, Microtech does it. And the reverse Tanto is basically the opposite of a Tanto, which is this blade right here. Tanto, straight edge, curve, slashing tip at the end. The Japanese are famous for doing Tanto edges like on swords and katanas. Reverse Tanto is kind of that opposite effect.
This is not sharp though. So the reverse part of the Tanto is not sharp like a regular Tanto is.
Correct. On a Tanto blade, sharp here, sharp all the way down. Very hard to sharpen though. Tanto is not the most popular for that reason. Drop point would be the most popular for sharpening.
And this is going to be probably the easiest to sharpen.
Yeah.
So like when I learn to sharpen,
it'll be
definitely we'll use a Wharncliffe.
So reverse Tanto, Tanto blade. You'll see the differences. But yes, correct. Not sharp on the top. Next we have a couple of daggers. So these are double edge, typically found on fixed blades or OTF knives. Microtech and Heretic, two OTF companies, do a lot of double edge dagger blades. This is the most menacing looking blade that you'll see for the most part. It is sharp on both edges, very sharp point, great for piercing, obviously.
The point is the sharpest part of a dagger, and that's the point because bada boom. That's the point of having the sharp point, more for piercing. So I will say, like, we have people that will sometimes call in asking why their knife's not very sharp. Typically when they're calling, it's a dagger, and it's just not going to be as sharp on those sides because it's the point that is the...
And you'll see a lot of times on daggers, and especially OTFs, you'll see one side serrated. So they'll do the top edge fully serrated or part serrated. So you have the best of both worlds on an OTF dagger. But this is a dagger style double edge blade. There's also a spear point blade, which is very similar to a dagger. It curves to a point, but a spear point is not always a double edge, but very similar looking blade. But this is a double edged dagger.
Protech, the godson, godfather, those are spear point blades.
They do spear point blades, yeah.
The other side of that, I think the bayonet blade is so underrated. I don't know,
Yeah.
I always say that. I love a bayonet blade. You get the look of a double edge. It's like a dagger, very sharp point. It's sharp on this side. It's sharp on the other side, 3/4 of the way down. The nice part about this is where here, you're not going to be able to put your thumb down on that blade.
No.
Believe me, it hurts. With the bayonet blade, you actually can. So you have this small area right here, large enough for your thumb to get on there where you can actually get in. So it is sharp on both sides, but only 3/4 of the way. So I say this is like the best of both worlds. You can like have your cake and eat it too.
It is. But you're not going to do any prying with these kind of blades.
No.
Like you're not going to do any kind of pressure on the end of this tip. You're going to break it off. So it's not made for that. But it's very scary. In a self-defense situation,
And
this is the kind of blade you want to pull out because you're going to scare the crap out of somebody. And we tell women that come and buy knives from us, especially OTFs, our daughter carries one, like, you know, if you're in a situation, you want a dagger blade to show off because you're going to scare some people. So that's the whole point of that.
Yeah.
But those are cool. So I already showed you the Tanto blade, but I'll show it to you again. It's got this hard angled tip to it. This is personally my favorite blade to carry. I carry this in just about every model that I choose to own because I love that blade style. Great for cutting open boxes, which is what we do most of the time anyway. So I just like the tip on it. Drop points are great, but I just love a Tanto edge. I think it's cool. Also Tanto or Tanto, depending on where you live, neither is wrong.
It's Tanto down here.
The Northerners will tell us that Tanto is ridiculous, but you know, we're Southern rednecks and Tanto works for us. But this is a really cool, really popular blade style. I'd put it next to drop point as far as popularity.
Yeah.
Next, we have my second favorite blade style, the Upswept Persian blades. These are really cool. We did a model with Bassinelli a couple of years ago called the Karma. It was our first actual model that we created with him together and brought out. And this was the style that Bastian and I decided to come out with first because I just love the Upswept blade. It's got a really cool look to it. We did it in a Kiridashi too, but this is called a Persian blade. It's just got this really cool, super sharp angles.
It's classy.
But then an aggressive point and tip. So yeah, it's just got a cool look to it.
Again, we get questioned a lot. This is not sharp. However, I know Bastian.
Some companies do that.
Yeah, Bassinelli knives, he has done a few where he has sharpened this top side. But in pictures, it does look sharp. So we get that question a lot. If that top's upswept is sharp, but it is not.
Yeah, not. And this is the Benchmade Bedlam. It's in stock now. It's a cool knife though. It's a cool look. Year. Yeah, and I don't know if it's the first time they've done a Persian, but I don't remember seeing one.
The original Bedlam.
Original Bedlam, yeah.
Which was huge.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the Persian or kind of upswept blade. The leaf is interesting. I don't know a lot of companies that do the leaf, but I pulled it because
Spyderco's the only one that I can
Spyderco does a leaf style blade. It's just a very flat ground blade. There's no convex to it. There's no concave to the blade itself. It's just a flat triangle. It's got a little bit of curve to it, so it's not a drop point, and it doesn't have that clip point tip to it, but they call it a leaf shape. Not a lot of companies that do leaf shape. There are a few besides Spyderco. I think the only ones we have though currently are Spyderco leaf shape.
I think so.
Which model is this? Do you know?
But I love this handle as well.
Yeah.
Just side note, we're not talking about handles, but I like it.
All right, next we have our videographer. First thing he said was like, that's a cool blade. It is. This is a Red Horse. It's called the Hellraiser, but this is an actual razor style blade. It would be like the kind that you get the old classic shave. This is called a Cleaver style blade. It's got this curve with this hard angle at the end. You'll see butchers use a meat cleaver, very similar to this look.
I use one all the time in the kitchen.
DoorDash is what she uses. But this is called a Cleaver style blade. It's very unique looking. I mean, you can tell. Sometimes they're just straight up and down, just blunt tipped, or they'll have a little bit of an angle, and then it has some curve to it. Some of them have no curve. The Spyderco stovepipe, it's kind of a modified cleaver, but there's a lot of different brands that use cleaver style. I'm thinking of a Buck. Buck has a cleaver style folder that's cool. Anyway, that's a cleaver style. This is a Microtech amphibian. This is called a Recurve blade.
People don't like to sharpen this.
Probably
As
not.
Someone who doesn't sharpen.
Not fun to sharpen.
I listen to a lot of people talk about how.
But it's got a really cool look to it, and it's just like it sounds. It curves and then curves again. It's got this S-shaped look to it. Really cool. A lot of companies do this, and they do different versions of it. Heretic does a really cool recurve blade that I'm thinking of. There's a lot of other companies that do it too.
Some of the companies that do a recurve, you can't even tell they're recurve. Like you have to really look compared to a drop point.
It almost looks like a bigger belly drop point. Yeah. Sometimes the belly will be a little bit bigger than others. So this one's pretty aggressive, and then sometimes they'll curve back a lot further or just barely. But this is called a recurve blade.
I actually have a recurve in the Hera Mini. So this is one of the ones that I was saying, like, if you're just looking at this real quick, it looks like just a single edge drop point.
If it didn't have this little curve towards the bottom, it would basically just be a drop point.
Hold on, I got one more for you. And this. Talk about some self-defense and feeling just like...
No, I'm feeling like I need to leave.
I love this knife.
Yeah, let me
so much fun.
This is a Karambit style knife.
Great for self-defense.
It is. It's very aggressive. A lot of companies do this kind of Karambit. It's a fighting style blade shape, and it comes usually in a fighting style handle that you can do different things. Bastion can do this crazy stuff with these kind of knives. So
he taught me everything I know.
He did not. So. This is Spyderco. This is called the Carahawk. It's got this cool little aggressive curve to it. Usually has some sort of hole. This is the Spyderco Spidey hole. And this one has an Emerson wave opener, so you can, like, she just pulled it out of her pocket. It deploys as you pull it out. But they always have some sort of aggressive angle to them where you can reverse grip or standard grip. But it's very unique looking and self-defense style, fighting style. This is the hawkbill style blade. Really cool aggressive look to it. Very big for self-defense purposes. Basinelli, Emerson. This is a Spyderco Carahawk. Really good reverse grip style with this, but it's got this aggressive curve
beak.
Yeah, it does look like the beak of a
toucan
bird. Yeah, it's called a hawkbill.
Ah, well, think about it.
Yeah. Last but not least, you got aggressive with your freaking Karambit. Yeah, well, let's see who's talking shit.
Did you just tell me that this wasn't a knife?
That's not a knife. This is a knife. Oh. Look at this thing.
Where are you going to carry that?
Where am I not going to carry it?
The jungle?
I carry it to Publix.
You know what? I would like to get in the woods.
Go out just bushcraft with this. Yes, this is a Kukri.
You are such the bushcrafter.
This is the RMJ. It's called the Kukri. It's a Kukri blade. And it's called that because it has this very, very aggressive angle to it. There's really nothing like this thing.
I mean, I feel like you're just looking at it for the first time.
I'm not. I love the style. It's cool. It's just huge and not practical. Like, it's just for going out in the woods and like.
I'm gonna put this on your Christmas list, and maybe you'll find
it's for going out in the woods and just tearing shit up. That's what this is for. But this is a Kukri.
This is why you don't need one.
This is the Kukri style blade. It has some curve at the top, and then it comes back. It has this S-shaped as well. It's basically an aggressive recurve blade.
And very good for bushcraft.
Yeah, this is huge. Like, this is RMJ, one of our local companies.
Did Rambo carry a knife like this?
He carried a Bowie style blade. Yeah.
This is more Crocodile Dundee, right?
This would be a cross between Crocodile Dundee and Crocodile Dundee. Anyway, Kukri style blade. This is the last blade of our lineup. It is the biggest, most aggressive. It doesn't go with the others.
No.
Anyway, guys, yeah, this is all the blade styles that we currently carry and pretty much all the ones that we've used over the last several years.
These are going to be your most popular.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's probably some more out there. Like Clay said earlier, you have companies that have modified.
Modified Tanto.
So CRK, Chris Reeve Knives, they do an Ensingo, which is like a modified sheep's foot and Wharncliffe kind of put together. You have Demco that does the shark's foot, which is like a Wharncliffe type. So there are tons of different blade styles out there. I know we didn't cover everything, but these are like the basics. Everything is probably a modified version of these.
Everything is born from these blade styles, essentially. But we just want to give you a quick look at some different ones because there's a lot out there. And
so your favorites always?
My favorite is Tanto Edge. I like the look of a Tanto. I like the utility of it. It's just good for cutting. I don't usually sharpen, so most people don't like to sharpen it. So for that aspect, it's probably not great, but thankfully that's not something I have to do that much. But Tanto is my favorite, that and Persian. I love the look of a Persian blade. Not for its utility, just for the look. I just like the look of it.
And we didn't mention, and we don't have anything out here that has serrations, but
all of these have come in serrated at one point with some companies. So
yeah.
Even drop points. We have drop point serrated blades.
I actually carry a full serrated drop point blade.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. Let us know what your favorite is. Let us know if you like a certain blade style, or if you tend to gravitate to certain ones more than the other.
I want to know what blade style is your favorite and what's your use for that specific style. Because like we said, like we don't go out and like hard use our knives all the time. So I love to know how you guys use your blades. So let us know what's your favorite, which ones did we leave out, just let us know. If you don't already, make sure you hit like, subscribe, all the good things below. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're not watching us, go find us.
We're on Twitter X now too.
Oh yeah, we are. And the TikTok.
The talk.
Yeah. There's a link below for all the knives that we talked about today, so it'll direct you straight to it. I'm laughing because I've had to say this a couple of times. Link below, take you here. You want to see this? Click the link below.
You want to do it again?
Nope.
Okay. Until next
but
time.
You know what? Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.